Hi guys, my name's Sabrina. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another sleepover night. What pajamas are you wearing? I'm wearing my Hello Kitty pajamas. This is actually an impromptu video. I don't have a script. I didn't want to get ready. I didn't want to put on makeup, and I didn't want to clean up my background, so just deal with it. I wanted to talk about something really important. Today is June 26th. It's Friday. And yesterday, Jenna Marbles posted her video announcing that she would leave YouTube for a while, or maybe forever, in response to people asking her about the videos where she did blackface and yellowface. I'm going to go over why I don't think cancel culture exists and why I think idolizing celebrities and influencers is problematic. I do agree that cancel culture can get pretty toxic, especially where there are instances where people send like death threats. I don't think you should send death threats to anyone. I don't like that people are using Jenna Marbles as an excuse to say that we should cancel culture. First of all, I don't think it exists. People who have been canceled before still have careers. They're still doing fine. I can name off a few right off the top of my head. Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Tana Mojo, Gabby Hanna, Trisha Paytas. They're still making money. They're still fine. And how many times have each of them ever been canceled? I'm obviously not black, so I'm not here to forgive Jenna Marbles for doing blackface or doing a racist caricature of a black woman. Even though I'm Asian, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the entire Asian community on whether or not, like, her apology was accepted. But, oh, I have a pimple. I picked at it earlier. Dang it. But I do want to say that those videos were made, like, almost 10 years ago, and 10 years is a lot of time, and you can change so much in 10 years, especially in your 20s. Like, I'm 20 years old right now, and I'm not even the same person I was a year ago or 6 months ago. And I was in high school 2 years ago, and I would punch high school me in the face. I also want to say it wasn't cancel culture that made Jenna decide to quit YouTube, because a lot of her fans really love her, and I do support her. I loved her content. And like, whenever you go on her videos, you would never see like a plethora of hate comments. Everyone is usually so supportive, but it was Jenna's decision for her to go off of YouTube. It was her decision. No one forced her to do it. No one was bullying her into doing it. Let it be her own decision. She thought this was what was best for her. And if her continuing to have a platform on YouTube was giving pain to people and she felt bad about that, then yeah, like, let her have that decision. Let people heal from this experience. I feel like it isn't really cancel culture because she is just owning up to her actions. She is facing the consequences. Like, blackface is a very, very serious thing, and racist caricatures, racist attitudes can get black people killed. I don't know if you looked around on the news or social media recently, but that's how it is. The only way we can really progress as a society is if we tell people, hey, what you did was wrong, being racist is wrong, that kind of behavior is not okay, we're not going to tolerate it anymore, and you have to face consequences, you need to go educate yourself. And I can understand that society is a lot more progressive than it was 10 years ago, and that people are older than they were 10 years ago, and sometimes when you're younger, if you grew up in a very conservative, racist, very white area, neighborhood, or if you grew up in a very conservative and racist household, that sometimes it's hard to get those ideas out of your head, and it's harder to educate yourself. And sometimes people are so stuck in their closed-mindedness that they need that push, that they need to face consequences in order to change, which kind of sucks. I wish people would be more self-sufficient in educating themselves, but sometimes it just isn't like that. The consequences they need to face are losing your job, losing a scholarship, losing followers, losing subscribers, losing brand deals, facing a lot of backlash. We're not tolerating racist attitudes anymore. People need to face consequences, and I think she set a beautiful precedent for that, because I hope going forward, influencers' fans will not take some bullshit ass, crying ass apology video where it seems very half-assed, and they don't really own up to their actions. I think cancel culture is good in that it holds people accountable. And now onto my problem with idolizing celebrities and influencers. I think that when you idolize someone, you forget that they're actually, like, just a human, like any other person on this earth, just living their lives, except they have more privileges than we do. And you forget that they can make mistakes too. And when they do make a mistake, or when their past catches up to them and they suddenly have to apologize, people don't hold them accountable because they idolize them and they believe they can do no wrong. If you knew me in high school, I had a new favorite YouTuber every single month, and I was like, oh my god, I love this YouTuber, I love this one, and then a year later it would come out that they were very problematic, and then me as a fan, I felt so embarrassed that I even supported them. So I didn't want to speak out about it, and I didn't want to unfollow them or defend them, and I was just in a neutral ground, and that's not okay, because at this point in time, we need to be anti-racist, and that's not what I was doing back then. It's fine to appreciate the content other people put out, but that doesn't mean you should idolize them and hold them up to a pedestal and believe that they are superior to you. Maybe this is narcissistic of me to talk about this, but I am gaining a following on YouTube. I have 600 subscribers now, and it's scary. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a perfect person, because I'm not. I make mistakes all the time, I slip up all the time, and every day I'm teaching myself to be more aware of my actions and how to help underrepresented voices. And although I very much appreciate every single one of my subscribers, and I love that you guys are watching the content that I make and are talking to me on Twitter and Instagram, it makes me feel so happy and proud. I'm not even popular or anything. I don't have that many subscribers, but I want to say going forward, I don't want anyone to idolize me. If I make a mistake, I want you to call me out on it. No one is invincible. No one can be racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, etc. and not face consequences. I also don't like that people are normalizing having a racist past. I've seen so many people within the last few weeks saying oh, well, they're just a kid. Everyone has a racist past. Everyone has a phase where they say the N-word. Not to toot my own horn, but I've never had a racist past. I've never said the N-word. That is disgusting. Don't normalize that. That's not okay. We're not gonna normalize that, and you will be called out if you've ever done those things. Maybe it's different for me because I'm part of the generation that grew up with internet, so I always had access to new perspectives and new information, and I was radicalized and knew about political by the time I was 12 because of Tumblr. But there are people my age who also had access to the internet their entire lives and are still ignorant and bigoted and racist. So I don't know what's going on with them. Also, if you look in the description, you'll find a thread of petitions to sign that deal with Black Lives Matter, the Yemen crisis, LGBT rights in Poland, basically any problems that are going on in the world right now. There's also info cards to help educate you and tell you how you can help. Yeah, okay, that was basically it. This is long. Follow me on Instagram at sab.grey and Twitter at sabgdrey. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.